Uh, Good evening, dear viewers. I'm going to reply some questions which were asked to me, and I decided to record some videos for the English-speaking people all around the world who are interested in Islam, Islamic astrology, atheism, and deism and philosophy. This kind of questions are very welcome. You can ask directly to my email address, ayhanozcimbit at gmail.com. I'm going to write down just beneath the video on YouTube, so you can send me your questions about Islam, Islamic astrology, and atheism, deism. In our first program, I'm going to explain starting from Islam, then I'm going to keep on doing videos, Islamic astrology, and also going to answer some questions about atheism and deism, some philosophic questions from you. First, let's start with Islam. What is Islam? Exactly the meaning of Islam, and do Muslims believe in the god of moon? And what is the basis of Islam? This kind of questions in our first program I'm going to answer. Islam word comes from, in Arabic language, salam, in Jewish shalom. Even Muslims, they salam each other with salam alaikum. In Jewish, shalom aleichem, and in English, peace be upon you. This is kind of greeting each other in Islam, and also in Judaism. In fact, every religion which came from God, they were Islam. Why? Because Islam means, I told you, it comes from salam, and as-salam is the name of God. The as-salam means the peace-giving God. Peace-giving God. Salam means the peace, the name of God also, not happiness. Unfortunately, many people in the world, they get confused sometimes. The meaning of peace and meaning of happiness. And peace is more important than happiness. Happiness is a trap for human being, really, because happiness is working with nafs and Satan. Because when we take, we are happy. When we earn, we are happy. When we learn, we are happy. When we are powerful, when we get powerful, we are happy. And also, sometimes we are proud of being Turk, being Arab, being English, being Russian, or being any other nation. In fact, these are not important, really. It is important. It is not important what we take. It is important what we give normally. And this giving, when we know, for instance, when we know, we learn, then this makes us happy. But when we teach someone, any person who needs something, uh, then we can find the peace in our life. For instance, when we earn money, we are happy, but we cannot find real peace in our heart without sharing it, without giving any person any person in need, really. For instance, when we are powerful, we are happy. Maybe we are happy with our muscles and with our tall, but when we see any person, any woman, for instance, trying to save his life from some bandits, some bad guys, and if we don't help them, if we don't help them, if we don't, help that woman, we are going to be very unhappy and unrest. Something in our heart will say, "What kind of person you are? Why don't you help that woman?" And the what we learned from the society. Come on, this is not your business. You mustn't. There are policemen, policewomen everywhere. They can do their business. They can do their job. You are not allowed to stop any person, helping that woman. Leave it. It's none of your business. Ignore it. So when we ignore, our conscience in our heart disturbs us because we are human, and there are moral values in our heart, on our brain. So when we meet these kind of things in our life, uh, we we really sometime after we can be regretful for not doing anything, for not helping, for instance. That is why Islam is the only belief. I don't call Islam as a religion, because Islam is not a religion. Islam is a belief, and the belief and the religion are two different things. Because in religion, you devote yourself for something, then you get salvation. You rescue yourself. For instance, when you believe in Jesus on the cross, his blood is going to save your life, and then you save your life because relating your faith to his blood. His blood is going to clean your sins, because God sacrificed his beloved son on the cross just for the human beings' sins, starting from Adam till last person in the doomsday. In fact, this is not logical for many people, because God is taking the revenge from Jesus Christ because of the other sins. And also this can be questionable, I understand. On the other hand, son of a god, son of God, son of the god, or daughter of the god. The When we look at this concept long time ago, during the time of Roman Empire and the Santa Maria, Mary, those days, any person who has no father, any child who had no father, was being called as son of a god or daughter of a god, because everyone knew uh, he that person's owner, that child's owner, is God. The Son of God uh, was only an idiom, a saying for the orphan children, orphan daughters, orphan sons, the children who had no father, no mother. They were being called as a son of God, son of daughter, because that means they were protected by the Lord of the universe. But unfortunately, some years later, Christianity, it was also Islam, it was peace, faith, then turned, because people translated something in the literature differently, in different way. And when we observe Christianity, early life of Jesus Christ, and also Arius Jesus, Arius Jesus. He was a man who he was defending. Jesus was the Son of God, and he was prophet. He was messenger. He was sample person for human being, a person who had to be followed. But when you make somebody as a son of God in today's meaning, then nobody will follow him really. Jesus was a person. He was not lying. He had a good personality, and he had good moral values. And following Jesus Christ is doing following these moral values, following these important things to for salvation, for reaching the reaching and having the will of God. And but unfortunately, Christianity turned to ritual religion, and God was imprisoned inside of churches. And this happened also not only in Christianity, it happened also um, Judaism and Islam also. Muslims exactly did the same thing. They followed Christians about faith, but how? How Christians made Jesus Christ as a son of God. And today, Muslims, they believe Muhammad is the reason of the creation, and he is the Lord of the universe, kainatın efendisi. In fact, kainatın efendisi in Turkish, Lord of the universe is in English, and Rabbul Alamin is Arabic. In fact, this name can be given to the Allah, the God. In fact, Allah means Al-Ilah. Al-Ilah means in English the God. That means the unique God. So I know some Muslims are going to be very angry with me about this explanation. They will claim Allah is the proper name, was not changed or something. But in fact, Allah name is another saying of El Ilah, Eloah, and it means the unique God, one unique God, when we translate correctly into English language. Yes, Islam comes from salam and means peace. Salam means the peace-giving God. Islam means peace-giving responsibility. Muslim means any person who found peace in heart, in mind, any person who is trustable because of giving peace to others. That is why salam, greeting, salaming each other with salam alaikum. In fact, unfortunately, Muslims also, they were trapped by Umayyad dynasty. They changed a lot of concepts in Islam. But how? They named the era of Prophet Muhammad as Asr Sa'adat. Asr Sa'adat, when we translate into English, that is the century of happiness. This was a trap because during the time of Prophet Muhammad was not Asr Sa'adat, but it was Asr Salam. That was the time of peace. But I know some people who watched some Western media instruments about Islam, and they learned a lot of rubbish and fake things. They learned a lot of wrong things from televisions or from the books. but they are not correct, because Islam and terror are not together. Because today, capitalism and the Western capitalist Illuminati media organs, they are always trying to show Islam as a religion of terror, religion of Satan, religion of war, these kind of things. In fact, even Muslims, they didn't understand Islam very well. I know you don't know that Muslims, they are Muslim without reading Quran. I was a communist and atheist long time ago. I converted to Islam after reading Old Testament, New Testament, and Quran, because I was looking for the answer on my mind why the God created the world existence. Because in 1980s, early 1980s, Big Bang was proven by the scientists. We were all created from big blast, Big Bang. And in fact, this makes us, everyone in the space, like brothers and sisters, because we are all coming from all big blast. In 6 seconds, uh, there was a big squeezing in the one point in the 7th second. After 7 seconds, a big blast, and the space, I mean, the universe was created. It is interesting. 7 seconds. First six seconds squeezing, and the inside of under very big pressure, incredible pressure. Then in the 7 seconds, the universe started getting wider and wider. It is 13 billion years of shine light speed, very wide, unbelievably wide universe we are inside, really. We are now living in the age of knowledge. There is knowledge everywhere, in Google, in YouTube, and on YouTube, and we can find the knowledge from different places. But the knowledge, is it true or false? How are we going to know about the truth of the knowledge information? There are two kinds of knowledge. One of them is scientific knowledge. Other one is religious or spiritual knowledge. When we look at the scientific knowledge, we can know if it is true or false from um, from uh, from some tryings, from experiences. We can know the knowledge if it is true or false. But about the religion or about the spiritual things, we can measure that knowledge with two things. One of them is moral values, conscience, and also other one is justice and responsibility. When we eliminate the knowledge after taking the knowledge and after taking the light inside of the cubic crystal inside of it, then we can understand what kind of knowledge it is, just like a pyramid is taking the seven colors of the ray. And so we can find about the knowledge if it is true or false, really. And So in our first program, we can define Islam is the answer of Islam. What Islam is? It is it comes from peace, and it comes from As-Salam, the peace-giving God is one of the names of God. And also Muslim means any person who found peace in heart and mind, also giving peace to others, not terror. Thank you very much for being with our program. I always try to explain these things also in my program on NTR TV. Inshallah, you watch and you start asking questions about Islam. And so in our next program, we're going to speak about if there is God, if there is, why he created, and the reason of the creation. This kind of things we are going to speak. Thank you being with us. Goodbye.